we are at, I'm gonna let you say it, Chris. This is Chris with Straub Technologies. We'll get more into what Chris does later on, but right now what we're gonna talk about is this show that they're doing, why they're doing it, and the people that are here. Because a bunch of you young guys don't even realize what kind of racing knowledge is in this building. There's thousands of years worth of racing knowledge in this building right now.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some industry legends, some industry icons. I mean, you take just John Callie's, for instance. I mean, we
I've
wouldn't
been
have
talking to him for 2 hours.
and we wouldn't have a pro stock head. We wouldn't have an 18-degree head if it wasn't for that man running Pontiac Motorsports back in the day. So we got Ed Keebler. This man knows more about the cylinder wall finish than anybody probably in the world as far as that goes.
Well, I don't know about that, but I've been at it a while.
So, why? Why are we here?
Why the
What's
Engine
this all
Performance
about?
Expo?
I mean, we got PRI. I don't like mentioning SEMA because that's all about wax and 20-inch wheels.
Yes.
Oh, I hate SEMA. I don't even go.
Yeah, I'm
but,
not a SEMA
But I
guy.
mean, we got PRI, and I mean, Rottler's a huge name in this. And I mean, they're always up here. But why are we doing that here?
Well, COVID. I mean, and I know everybody's tired of that word, but so during 20, PRI was canceled. We weren't going to be able to do anything. Through connections, and in this industry, we figured it out. It's not what you know, it's who you know. A lot of times, we were trying to figure out what we were going to do because there was going to be no PRI. I'm in a unique situation. I am in the AAM Group's building, which has a full video studio, and you have a live automotive machine shop in the same building. So I had met Ed when I had bought this machine. They were at a meeting trying to figure out what they were going to do, and they said, well, let's call Straub and see if we could do something with them. And
Yeah, virtual show.
yeah, a virtual trade show
Nobody
type
had to be
deal.
there, so you didn't have to worry about COVID.
Right.
And that sort of thing.
So it was, I mean, it just came together with Randy Neal from CWT, the Rottler guys, Lake Speed Jr. from Total Seal and stuff, and myself and the AAM group. So, and we
Cool thing about this, guys, is right now, Stacy posted a link. They're doing these discussions live, talking to these guys about the industry of CNC machine and engine building and all that, and it's free. That's what got me down here, because they're sending this out, they're putting it out on YouTube for free to help educate, and they're sending it to trade schools. Correct me if I say anything wrong. They're getting to trade schools. I was just talking with this man who his whole goal is to get you young guys off your damn video games and running these CNC machines, because there's a huge deficit in all the workforce. But this should actually appeal to them, because you program everything in, you sit here and watch it work.
Right. This is all touch screen. It's what the younger generations, the Zers and the millennials, they understand this type stuff. And that's what blew us away. The first show, honestly, we were here to sell product and sell machines. Well, when we looked at the demographics, we had 500 trade schools across the world that had logged in to watch. So, and you don't know how many kids are in there. So we kind of changed focus a little bit to bring the younger generation and show them that this is a viable industry to come into and to have a career.
And that's the thing. Back before COVID, when I first got out of prison, I went in. I took a carpentry class in prison, became a tutor. Then when I went for my job interview, which the governor hadn't even signed my parole, and I already had a job interview set up, and I went in Maine. The first thing he asked me was, "How far do you want to go in the field?" I said, "I want the highest position there is out in the field that I don't have to sit behind a desk." He said, "That's the superintendent." He said, "That'll probably take you 15, 20 years." I made it in 2.
That's awesome.
But he told me something right then. This is before COVID. He said, right, and that was in 2001.
Okay.
He said, the next 10 years, 50% of our workforce, our trade skills is going to leave.
Yep.
Or graduate or retire.
Retire. And actually, when COVID hit, we know what COVID did. We got people that are they've been working their whole life watching their friends die. They're offered early retirement. They took it. But nobody knew that there's going to be this huge gap of people wanting to work. And when you got companies like Rottler and Straub that all want to get young people into this, and I say young, I'm talking about, if you're old enough to work, I'm not talking about 7-year-olds coming in and running a CNC machine. Let's be real. But the guys that are, and this to me is the perfect deal because plus this pays a lot of damn money.
It does. I mean, and
This ain't no $15 an hour McDonald's job.
no, it's not. It's
Do
not.
you know what's the pay rate?
So
From an accomplished CNC machinist, or from a guy that's just coming in with basic training at a trade school.
So on something like this, I pay a base rate, an hourly rate, and then they get a production bonus as far as what they produce and stuff.
Let's just
But
talk about base rate because that's what people understand.
a kid coming out that's in a shop like this running, you can expect starting somewhere around 50ish, something like that. And the potential, there's no ceiling. I mean, $50,000
A year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Start.
Yeah.
50,000 a year start.
Right. Yeah.
And what's the ceiling at that?
There is no ceiling. I mean, yeah. When you're paying on production, the more productivity.
Let's take production out because see, in a lot of people's minds, that's something that may happen or may not happen.
Okay.
So if they have a base salary of 50,000 a year, if they're not producing, they're not going to
Right,
make it back
exactly.
the first 3 months.
Yeah.
But if they're producing, what is their base salary going to be?
I think 100,000. I think
Yeah.
you could easily reach 6 figures.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't think these guys are understanding. That right now the guys that left this trade, that's what they were making. They were making 80, 90, 100,000 on base salary plus benefit and insurance and all the things that go with it. So this is the one thing that I've seen that more than anything else, because most of the guys, they ain't gonna come out and do what I do. They're not getting on top of that building putting that iron together.
No, I'm not.
You know, you brought up plumbers and electricians and stuff. That's still a lot of physical work. And I'm not saying they can't do it, but that's just not what their mindset is. Their mindset is to create. And these things will do anything you want to do. If you can draw in that CAD drawing, you can make this machine make it.
I tell customers all the time, these are only limited by your imagination.
Name of the Hall Dominator. That's
Yep.
what I tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so this was all started because all you guys were sitting around bored because you couldn't go to PRI. And you thought, what do we got to do so we can start having some fun and go back and hey, PRI is a huge deal. I mean, there's a lot of people that only see each other that one time a year.
Yes. It is.
And not having that and not being able to, I mean, I can see.
The cool thing about this reboot is that at a PRI show, just like you're walking down the aisle.
I've never got to see PRI.
Really?
I go from one. All the people that help me, I go from one booth to the next booth.
Right.
To the next.
Right.
I walked by the Rottler place a dozen times and wanted to stop. Didn't have time.
Yeah, no, you don't have time because you have all these commitments and you have all these people stopping and saying, you know, you're talking to them and all of that. Same thing happens at PRI with us. We don't have time. You know, this thing is so cool because you and I we had 2 or 3 conversations. We didn't have any conversations at PRI. So you're able to, you know, get guys like Stu Brothers and John Callies and John Kazi and Mark Conquest and Jason Line and all these guys.
Legends in that deal.
Yeah, and you're able to sit there and just talk to them like, you know, just like a normal person. You're not rushed and you're not trying to, you know, squeeze a little bit of information out of them in a short period of time. This is a really cool thing.
Well, and what just happened 5 minutes ago, which you all out there can't see, but we just had Roy Johnson, championship engine builder in NHRA Pro Stock. His son Alan Johnson won the championship. Roy and his wife just walked by. Literally standing 20 yards from us is John Kazi shooting the breeze with Ben Schrader from EFI University. That's what the Engine Performance Expo, and we are narrowly focused on engine stuff. That's what we do. So this show is about engine stuff, from tuning to engine machining to part selection and stuff. That's what the Engine Performance Expo is about, and to bring the young people in to see what we do and to give good technical data to those of you out there that are watching this type of stuff. What is the bearing clearance for that big block Chevrolet? What
And
lifter
that's the
should you
thing.
run?
This is real information.
Yes.
Not internet information. Because everybody goes on the internet and you read bearing clearance with big block Chevrolet, great point. Mine are 2.5. You can hear anything from 500,000 to 100,000 to this or that, and there's so much misinformation about this on the internet. people can't even wrap their head around it, and they don't know any different.
Right.
They don't know any different. So you're actually getting knowledge from some of the greatest minds. And like I say, if you take everybody and add the time up they've been doing this, there's thousands of years worth of knowledge in this fucking building right now.
Yeah.
Thousands of years worth of knowledge.
And early on when we started this, that's what we realized. We realized that we needed an event to try to educate people that can't come to the trade show, okay, or can't, intermix with people like that, or where we can have this on television or on video or on YouTube now, and you can sit there and you can view these at any time. It doesn't have to be right now.
It's 100% free, guys.
Yeah, it's
These guys are all
100%
taking time out of their schedule, away from their families, to come. Now, a lot of them are coming to sit around bullshit with each other and tell stories. But they are taking their time to do stuff like this. Chris and I have been all over this place, me and Billy, and we got a whole nother deal we're going to start on the engine. Talked to you 3 or 4 times.
Right.
And it's, everybody's doing this to try to boost what we do. That's what they're trying to do. Everybody's trying to make what we do and what we love and our passion better and educate people behind it.
And what better field could you come in and earn a living and have a career and make horsepower?
And have fun.
And have fun. Yeah.
There's, like I said, there's legends. It's great to see somebody, because Rottler is not a little company.
No.
It's a big company.
100-year anniversary this year.
Yeah,
But talking to you, how you were wanting to pull the young people in.
Right.
As you said, I'm one of the gray hairs. I'm leaving.
Yep.
So I'd like to see people come in. Hey, his job's up for grabs.
Yeah.
Wait, I won't put you on the spot to ask you what you make.
Buck $2.89.
But guys, tune into this deal. Stacy's posted it on the page. And everything that they're doing is free. They're not putting commercials in it or nothing.
No.
Right? So you're not getting blocked by commercials. Nobody's profiting by this, unless one of you see it and buy a Rottler machine.
Right.
And that would just set you over the top of the world. Wouldn't it?
Yes.
But guys, there's so much good information here that, and my page is a lot about that. Like when I put the deal up, which one should I do? This
Right.
one. I don't even know mind what I was going to do.
Right.
But it was good to see that a lot of those guys, and there's some guys that came in and asked about what compression on the 434 and what this and what that. When I do those, it shows me that there's a lot of people that want to know.
Right.
And right now, knowledge is power.
Yep.
And the only pure thing in this world is math, in my eyes.
Right.
But this right here is as close to pure knowledge as you're going to get. That's not internet rumor.
No.
Because there's so much misinformation about this.
Oh, yes.
It's not even fun.
Yeah.
So, guys, go to the link. It's posted on the page. We're going to do some more videos. I'm going to shoot you. Billy's fixing to walk right through us. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. You're going to be on here in just a minute. So, we're out. We'll do another one. Post it later.